Hey guys, welcome back for some more Mass Effect. Jumping back in after another exciting part, dealing with the events on Pharos. Of course, kind of this weird plant monster, the Thorian, and everything going on with that. Some interesting ideas again with kind of corporations. It was a different setting, I gotta say. Not nearly as exciting, I think, overall as Vermeer was. But finally moving past that and getting a little bit more into the story and our eventual battle here with Saren. So, my understanding from the last part, and kind of reviewing what I'd played, uh, we have to deal with Saren by going to this other planet, Ilos, I think it was called, and either trapping him there or meeting him there or something to that effect, because that's where this conduit is, I believe. And I don't know if we've been told what the conduit is yet. I'm hoping we can find out a little bit more with that. Another thing that was brought up in my kind of reviewing of the last level was the cipher. And basically, that's just this idea that we got from the Thorian, this means of like translating and interpreting the events that we get with these visions involving the Protheans and like their culture and their history and everything like that. And what we've been seeing in particular, I guess, was this distress or this warning signal that was sent out regarding the Reaper, but it was too late, and hence kind of the destruction of the Protheans and all that. So a lot of interesting ideas, a little bit distant, not quite such an immediate threat, although I do believe it's going to probably play a part into our confrontation with Saren and maybe getting a little bit more into his, I don't know, motivations and maybe some more stuff involving Sovereign and kind of the Reapers and the involvement with that. I'm expecting hopefully some kind of extension of the stakes that we saw in Vermeer and kind of the consequences of the grander battle against Saren and perhaps Sovereign. So, with all that being said, let's jump into this. Okay, getting back into this. So, real quick before we kind of jump back into things, I think it's important to note that I'm going to do the same thing with the conversations again, like I have been the last couple parts. I think that I've been getting a lot out of that, and it's very interesting to expand on kind of the personalities of the characters and stuff like that. And I'm really intrigued to actually see more of that given the ending of the last part with this kind of confrontation involving romance between some of our squad members. And I'm kind of curious to see a little bit of the aftermath of that, and if there's anything more to be said on that when I'm speaking with the characters one on one. Another thing is, I think this is important for some context, is I probably haven't played Mass Effect in about 3 weeks now. And I gotta be honest, it's just because shit happens and life happens. So I'm trying to keep up with the story and keep kind of all the ducks in a row regarding certain events and certain characters and certain named objects and stuff like that, like the conduit and the cipher and stuff like that. So if I seem like I'm a little bit lost, I'm not quite putting it all together, that's primarily a reason why, and that is my fault. But regarding getting into certain events and trying to keep up with things as they develop, I'm not, it's when I say all this kind of stuff, it's not that I'm not intrigued. I'm actually very invested in Mass Effect's story. It's just I'm not on top of it in such a way that I maybe get everything right in the moment. So kind of bear with me regarding the events on Ilos and what comes from that, guys, if I'm not like picking up everything as it's being kind of mentioned. Let's jump into this here. All right, Joker, we'll start with you. You're usually good for a laugh.
Hey, Commander, next time we touch down, let's try not to park the ship. in the
Okay,
house
like that.
with zombies. Just thinking out loud here.
Okay. I mean, do you have anything more to say, you know, in particular?
She's the best ship in the fleet. If you've got a pilot who knows how to handle her. Balance isn't what you'd expect. Takes a while to get used to that oversized drive core we got stuffed in the back, and her power can sneak up on you if you're not careful. The Normandy's probably too much ship for your average alliance.
Yeah, I think we've been through this
Lucky
already,
for
though.
you, I'm anything but average.
I have to go.
All right, see ya.
All right, I figure we'll start with kind of what I assume will be the most intriguing conversation.
Commander, are you coming to check up on me?
No.
You look much better.
Oh,
How are you
no.
doing?
Dr. Chakwas assures me I am going to be fine. I was impressed with her knowledge of Asari physiology.
You're in
Mhm.
good hands. Dr. Chakwas knows what she's doing.
I get the feeling you want to ask me something, Commander.
I like talking with you, Liara, no matter what the subject.
Oh, that.
You have been very
Okay,
understanding
I
of
wasn't
people.
expecting that,
Very
actually.
patient. I appreciate that. I know there are some strange beliefs about my people. I am familiar with the legend of Asari promiscuity, but those rumors have little basis in fact. When one of my people joins with an individual from another species, it is a very deep and spiritual exchange. We do not enter lightly into a union.
Here's the thing. I want to ask this question. I hope I can ask this one and then this one. We'll
You make
see.
it sound almost mystical.
A true union goes far beyond an ordinary melding. It is a connection that transcends the physical universe. Two become one. Thoughts and senses merge, identities intertwine. Memories and emotions weave themselves together, becoming entangled in a single, rapturous whole. It is unlike any other experience. In some cases, it can be a truly life-changing event.
That sounds fucking weird. It sounds like you're just, I mean,
It
you
sounds
know,
amazing. Are you saying
No! Oh no! I am not very good at this, am I? I'm sorry, Shepard.
that's okay. Me
I'm trying
neither.
to explain why I have been so reserved. The Union is more than just sex. It is the lifeblood of my species, the way we Asari evolve and grow as a society. That is
No, I kind
why
of garner
we
that
never-
part.
I mean, that is why we must choose our partners with.
Oh,
care.
okay. So you've never. Well, that's interesting. I guess I can see the hesitation.
I want you to be absolutely sure about this, Liara.
I am only 106.
I was about to. I didn't want to say it. It sounds kind of weird, but I recall that she's kind of
My time absorbed in my research.
on the younger side regarding the length of their species
Not until I met you. You are
lifespan.
very special to me, Shepard.
So I can kind of understand where this is coming from.
Saren, the Geth, the Reapers. I do not know if we are ready for this.
These are dark times, Liara. Maybe once all this is over.
I'm glad you understand, Shepard. There is too much at stake. We need to put aside our personal feelings and focus on stopping Saren. I wish it did not have to be that way. But we all have to make sacrifices. Let's talk about something else.
Oh, did I just shut her down? I didn't. That's not actually what I wanted to do. I'm actually okay with this. It's just I kind of see maybe her point.
Goodbye, Shepard.
Okay. Well, that's fine. That's not the direction I thought it was going to go. I figured we'd actually be talking a lot longer. All right. Somebody else. What do you got for me?
Shepard,
Why did you become a mercenary?
lots of reasons.
Oh, didn't I already talked about this, didn't I?
Such as, I needed
Yeah. I already went through this. Well, so what the hell? How come you guys don't have any other thoughts on what we're
I don't
going
really
through?
care, Rex.
You know what? That's actually kind of true. All right, come on, Ashley.
Commander,
You got something for me.
Do you have a few minutes to talk one-on-one?
I should get back to my duty, Skipper. Rifles don't maintain themselves. Not yet, anyway.
What's your opinion on the last mission?
A little spooky how you handle that Jiang guy. Didn't figure you'd know how to speak corporate.
All you need to do is show them how getting what you want gets them what they want.
You make it sound easy. Frankly,
True.
I just wanted to put a few rounds in him and leave.
Oh, no, trust me, right? Like that's there's a time and a place for that kind of approach.
Commander, how are you? I gotta go.
I kind of figured, like, to some extent, I've had good conversations with the aliens, and I think Rex in particular, because of Vermeer. Like, I got a little bit of context and stuff with the history and kind of his approach and his personality. But to be honest, these two they don't have as much to say compared to Ashley and Liara. God, I gotta go talk to, what the hell is her name? Tali, that's it. I think I skipped her last time.
Hello, Shepard.
You alright?
Are you okay?
It's been a minute since I talked with you.
I don't know. Your ship is amazing, and your crew's been really great to me.
I just sort of feel out of place. The Normandy runs so smooth it feels like we're not even moving, and the engines are so quiet. How do you sleep at night?
Well, I don't, actually, technically, but
I find it rather peaceful. Don't worry, you'll get used to it.
But it's more than just the silence. This ship feels so empty. It's like half the crew is missing. Back home, I couldn't wait to go on my pilgrimage. I couldn't wait to get away from the crowds. Now that I'm out here, I kind of miss them.
well, so I kind of wonder, is it that the function of the ship and its how advanced it is kind of it makes a lot of the positions obsolete, and so we kind of just have less people than maybe she's used to? Or what exactly is it? I'm trying to, you know what I mean? I suppose to some extent their ships are much more like an actual home. Like there's more of a society and a community maybe within the ships themselves, and we kind of just don't have that to the same extent on the Normandy. I don't know how to take that. Which is,
Sometimes we don't
it's not a
appreciate what we
problem,
have.
just an observation.
That's true. I'm starting to wonder if that's what the pilgrimage is really about. It's given me a whole new perspective on my people and our culture. You know, there's always a few who go on their pilgrimages and never return. I always assumed something bad happened to them. But maybe they just wanted a different life.
Yeah, why not?
You do plan to return to the migrant fleet, right?
I could never abandon my people, Shepard. I will go back eventually. But we have to stop Saren first. Otherwise, I might not have a home to go back to.
No, exactly. Okay. Well, this wasn't as in-depth as I wanted. I guess I'm glad I got something out of Tali, but I don't know. Okay, well, that's
Forwarded the
fine.
mission update to the Citadel, Commander.
Hopefully,
We
well,
got
let's see what
confirmation
happens
on
with the
those
mission here
reinforcements.
now.
Ambassador Udino wants us to report back to the Citadel. The Council's massing a joint species fleet to deal with Saren and his Geth.
Huh. Okay, so did they finally, like, believe me to some extent? No, well, maybe not. Because I think, as I recall, part of the issue was more about the, I don't know, kind of like the lack of evidence about the Reaper, stuff like that. But not so much that Saren's a problem. So maybe this response is appropriate.
Back to the Citadel, Joker. I want the Normandy at the head of that fleet.
Yes, sir.
I wasn't anticipating this. I kind of figured we'd go to this next planet or whatever. But are we just making a pit stop here first before that?
Good job, Shepard. Thanks to you, the Council's finally taking real action against Saren.
The Ambassador is correct. If Saren is foolish enough to attack the Citadel, as you believe, we will be ready for him.
Patrols are stationed at every mass relay linking Citadel space to the terminus systems.
Oh, wait a minute. Did I miss something? Maybe this was brought up and I just didn't remember it. I didn't realize Saren was planning to attack the Citadel. I figured we were kind of getting our stuff together to then go to Ilos and fight him there or confront him or whatever. No?
Think the blockade's going to stop him? He's on Ilos looking for the conduit right now. What are you doing about that?
Ilos is only accessible to the Mu relay, deep inside the terminus systems, Commander. If we send a fleet in there, the only possible outcome is full-scale war.
Okay, so there's some kind of plausibility to not
Greatest weapon was
engaging.
secrecy. Exposed, he is no longer a threat. This is over.
Yeah, I don't...
One ship going into the terminus systems won't start a war. I can be discreet.
You detonated a nuclear device on Vermeer. I wouldn't call that discreet.
Your style served you well in the Traverse, Commander.
Look,
We recognize that.
this shit happens,
Ilos requires a
right?
deft touch. We have the situation under control.
Secrecy isn't his greatest weapon. The conduit is.
What the hell is the
Saren a master
conduit again?
manipulator. The conduit is just a distraction from his real plan to attack the Citadel.
God, it's too bad I didn't get this. This is what I was talking about in the intro, by the way. Okay, just bear with me on it. It's important. I get it. I'll get there. Okay. Reserve your comments.
If Saren finds the conduit, we're all screwed. We have to go to Ilos.
Ambassador Udina, I get the sense Commander Shepard isn't willing to let this go.
There are serious political implications here, Shepard. Humanity's made great gains thanks to you, but now you're becoming more trouble than you're worth.
Oh, goddamn. It's all about fucking politics. I'm just... Okay, I'm just not going to say anything.
You've done your job, now let's
There it
do
is,
mine.
yep.
We've locked out all the Normandy's primary systems until further notice you're grounded.
Are you insane? After everything I've done, you still don't believe me?
I think it's time for you and your team to leave, Commander. This no longer concerns you. The Council can handle this, with my help, of course.
Oh, yes, you're so fucking important, aren't you? You son of a bitch. So, you know, now what?
Commander. Shepard, I cannot believe they did this to you. I am so sorry.
It's not your fault.
It's not right. You did everything they asked and more. Nobody else could have done what you did. The Council owes you everything, everything. Instead, they strip you of your command and ground the Normandy.
I don't care if they
I'm gonna do the nice responses, but you know what I really think.
Finding the conduit, we're all dead.
Perhaps we could appeal and get them to reverse their decision.
I pushed them as hard as I could. They wouldn't budge.
So you're going to walk away? You will just give up and doom the entire galaxy to extinction?
No, but...
We're out of the game for now, but I'll find a way back in.
I believe in you, Shepard. I am with you every step of the way.
That's very kind, thank you. I needed that. I needed that too, a little bit, but whoa, okay. It just...
Sorry to interrupt, Commander.
Ah, my God.
What did he want?
That's
Only
fine.
said to meet him in that club in the wards.
That's fine.
Blocks.
No, it's not fine, but I'll deal with it. Is it okay? Here's the issue, though. As I recall, I tinkered with my gear a little bit, and then I actually made these two like the best ones of my squad. I think, if I recall correctly. And now, is it weird to bring them both along on the missions now? All right, let's go get them, ladies.
Exterior atmosphere. Logged. The commanding officer is ashore. Exo Presley has the deck.
So I gotta, I gotta go to the club now? Is that what it was?
After years of poor economic performance, ExoGeni has announced that its research colony on Pharos is finally returning a profit. New discoveries and a dedicated colonization effort have finally paid off for ExoGeni. ExoGeni stock rose sharply with the announcement, with investors...
Yeah, you're welcome for that, by the way. Ah, shit. See, now here's the trouble is I gotta remember how to get to places. I actually, in my time doing all the side quests, I actually did get a good kind of grasp of everything, location-wise, for the Citadel. Kind of making some order out of the confusion. But, you know, that was also a while ago now, so... let's see. There you are.
I'm glad you came, Shepard. I heard you.
They pulled me off the mission, just like when they forced you to give up the Normandy.
I know, I'm sorry. I wanted to warn you, but there was no way to get a message to you before you docked.
Mm-hmm.
I
That's
know you're
okay.
pissed off right now, but you can't give up. They all think this is over, but we both know it's not. You have to go to Ilos. You have to stop Saren from using the conduit.
There's only one ship that can get me into the terminus systems undetected, and she's grounded.
Citadel controls locked out all the Normandy's systems, but if we override the ambassador's orders, we can get them to bring the Normandy back online. You can be in the terminus systems before anyone even knows you're gone.
If we steal the Normandy, you're the one left holding the bag.
Yeah, that's true.
And if Saren finds the conduit, life as we know it is over. The Reapers will destroy us. Humans, Asari, everybody. You're the only one who can stop him, Shepard. So I'll do whatever it takes to get you on the Normandy and off this station.
I won't forget this, Captain. I promise.
I can unlock the Normandy from one of the consoles in the Citadel Control Center. You'll have a few minutes before anyone realizes what happened.
That is a restricted area patrolled by armed guards. How are you going to get in?
Leave that to me. Just make sure you're in the Normandy when the systems come back online.
You're gonna get yourself killed. There has to be another way.
Ambassador Udina issued the lockdown order. If I can hack into the computer in his office, maybe I can override it.
He's not gonna let you waltz into his office and use his computer.
Hopefully he won't be there. If he is, I'll just have to think of something.
I'll just have to think of something like throwing him out the window. I mean, come on.
Capital offense.
We don't have a lot of options. I break into the ambassador's computer, or I take my chances with the patrols in Citadel Control.
Oh, I gotta make the decision for him? Well, I feel like going into the office and just knocking him out is probably easier than the, you know, the armed guards or whatever, right?
You'll have a better chance if you go after the ambassador's computer.
I was hoping you'd say that. The ambassador has made this personal.
That's also true. I didn't take that into consideration. Yeah, sure.
Let's do it.
Why not?
I'll take care of the lockdown. You get down to the Normandy and tell Joker to stand by.
Okay. This is really odd to me.
Pardon me, soldier?
I'm kind of curious to see the conclusion of this as we, you know, like when we eventually come back successfully and they're like, "Oh, hey, you won the fight, but yeah, you broke the rules." Like, I'm waiting to see the conclusion of that and also what happens to Anderson, because it's really weird to me that they made this, like, we have this detour as part of the story. You know what I mean? Here we go. Okay.
So, Dr. Tassoni, are all Asari biotics? I heard Lieutenant Alenko say something about you not needing implants.
While the Asari have natural biotic abilities, not all have the desire to learn to use their abilities effectively.
Wow. To have so many potential biotics that people can choose not to train? I imagine the lieutenant would be jealous.
That was surprisingly. See, why can't we get? I've been waiting for information and conversation pieces like that the entire fucking game. That's why I pick certain people, but why are we just getting this now? I've tried most combinations of people, and most of them don't say anything like that. I'm pretty sure. I kind of like that actually a lot. That was a nice little line there.
Decontamination in progress.
Yeah. Okay. So what happens here? I gotta see. He just comes in swinging.
What are you doing here? I didn't say...
Now we're talking. Okay, there we go.
Get us out of here, Joker. Now.
Yeah, I don't know. What an odd little detour. Why not just go right there, you know, on our own to begin with, or have it be structured that way? But that's fine. Whatever. Okay. Is it worth it to go chat with my squad again? I'm gonna do that really quick if that's an option. Okay, do you have anything more to add based off of what just happened and everything?
I get the feeling you want to ask me something, Commander.
I just wanted to talk.
Of course, Shepard. What did you want to talk about?
Oh, nothing, I guess. Okay, well, never mind then. Okay, so let's get this sorted here then. Well, frankly, guys, I'm not really sure what we're gonna find when we get here. Don't know. Their setup with this. Not really a place you want to be then.
Shepard, may I speak with you?
Of course.
I was just thinking about you.
I have been thinking about you too, and what we are about to face. I do not know what is going to happen on Ilos. I hope we will stop Saren, of course, but part of me fears we are already too late. There is something I must tell you, in case we fail.
See, I'm going to be honest, this is kind of what I wanted out of the original conversation that we had earlier, where it's just like, I mean, I understand this idea of kind of wait until everything's settled and then revisiting this, like not letting it be a distraction, everything. But the reality is that we could get in there and then fucking die. So if you have something to say it. You know?
We're not going to fail. I promise.
Please, I am not looking for comfort. Saren might already have the conduit. It is time to be completely honest.
Yes, let's have complete honesty.
Together. Our last chance to show each other how we feel. I want this to be special.
We don't have to do this. Not unless you're sure.
I have never been more sure of anything in my life. Will you join with me, Shepard? Let our bodies and minds unite.
I like the enthusiasm of the middle option, but I feel like you're coming off a little bit, yes.
Just tell me what to do.
Okay, well, don't say it like that either. By the way, how much does this show? I guess I should have thought about that. Alright, well, that wasn't too bad.
By the goddess, that was incredible, Shepard.
Let's do it again.
You were incredible.
5 minutes ETA to the Mu relay.
Oh shit, we really banged it out. Emphasis on bang, like right before the battle, huh?
Shepard, whatever happens on Ilos, I just wanted to say thank you for everything.
You make it sound like it's going to be really bad, and that also makes me really afraid I'm going to lose somebody else now. And I'm not mentally ready for it to be her, especially after all that.
Commander? We've got company.
Have their sensors picked us up yet?
The stealth systems are engaged. Unless we get close enough for a visual, they won't have any idea we're here.
Picking up some strange readings from the planet's surface.
Take us down, Joker. Lock in on the coordinates.
Negative on that, Commander. The nearest landing zone's 2 clicks away.
We'll never make it in time on foot. Get us something closer.
There is nowhere closer. I've looked.
Drop us in the Mako.
You need at least 100 meters of open terrain to pull off a drop like that. The most I can find near Saren is 20.
20 meters? No way we can make a drop in there.
We have to try.
Find another landing zone!
There is no other landing zone!
The descent angle's too steep.
It's our only option.
It's not an option, it's a suicide run. We don't...
I can do it.
Joker?
I can do it.
Gear up and head down to the Mako. Joker, drop us right on top of that bastard.
Fascinating. I'm so hyped up. I really gotta just understand what we're doing here more, though. This looks really odd.
You two, keep moving inside now.
Ooh. Shit. Okay, but we landed. Successfully.
We have to get inside this bunker before Saren finds the conduit. There is no way we're getting past that door with brute force.
Saren found a way to open it. There must be some kind of security override somewhere in this complex.
We will have to find some way to get it up and running again.
Okay. Jesus, they just fall by the wayside. I kind of forgot how powerful my weapons were when I finally took the time to upgrade them. Oh, this is a little bit more, though. Jesus. So, based off of kind of the brief synopsis I got, I might understand that this was like a Prothean planet or city or something to that effect, and it's just, there's something obviously decrepit about it now, but am I on the ball with that, or not really sure. Oh, yeah, okay, I got a lot of shit. I got it.
I'm a little busy here.
Okay. That looks like it's something here, but not quite. The hell is this? What happened to you? Jesus Christ. I'm not sure. I wasn't sure if this was anything or not. Okay. Checkpoint. Yeah, very fascinating architecture. I gotta say that it's kind of refreshing seeing stuff like this again. Like, I thought Pharos was a fairly interesting location. I think Vermeer was really interesting too. It's odd that, like, the actual main missions are pretty distinct in how they look. Kind of the atmosphere and the and the visuals of everything. And it's really weird because having done, like I said, a lot of the side content stuff and going to all these other planets, they're so barren. It's just like they're it's kind of hard to play after a while, where it's like, oh, it's the same thing, it's the same shit. You go into a facility, it's the exact same layout. You go underground, it's the exact same layout. You know what I mean? And I don't know, like, this is so refreshing still. I respect that actually a lot. I kind of wonder if they're gonna do that again. Like, they're gonna be so expansive on side content, like, which is commendable, and I get it that it's kind of an older game, so in a way it's kind of interesting in that regard that they were able to pull it off, but at the same time it's like, I kind of hope they didn't do it again in the same way, because it was quite monotonous. Ah, shit. All right, fucking go get them. I have no idea if this is the right way or not. Oh, it's hey, a shiny button. Let me press that. Like, it's that kind of mentality.
This place still has power. It must be running off its own generator.
This must be the command center for the entire complex. Saren's troops must have sealed the doors from here after he went inside. We will have to figure out how to disengage the security lockdown if we ever want to get inside that bunker.
Okay. Oh, fuck, you're more than nothing. Okay. Oh, shit. Jesus Christ. There's a lot of, I don't know, I feel like there's some options here, but I don't want that. I just want the one path, as it were. Here, let's try that.
Come, Saren already has a head start. We have to go find him before he reaches the conduit.
Unless he's already found it. Then we're just walking into a trap.
That is a chance we will have to take.
Hold on. Something's happening.
Too late. Unable to... Invading fleets. No escape.
Sounds like some kind of message, but I don't recognize the language.
It is probably in Prothean. This recording must be 50,000 years old. No wonder we cannot understand it.
The message is all broken up, but I recognize some of the words. It's a warning against the Reaper invasion.
Of course. Between the beacons and the cipher, an understanding of the Prothean language would have been transferred into your mind.
Isn't that something? That's pretty cool.
Seek refuge. Inside the archives.
What's it saying? Can you make out anything useful?
Vault Reapers. The Citadel. Overwhelmed. Only hope. Act of desperation. The conduit. All is lost.
It said something about the conduit, but it's too degraded to help. We should go.
Cannot be stopped.
That's really cool. But I'm once again in a position where I have more questions than, you know, answers. I hate it when that happens. Oh, just a big fucking loop. Alright, well. Okay. What's that over there? Did I place a beacon by accident, or is that... Well, I guess I should have figured that coming to kind of a Prothean, you know what I mean, like area or city or whatever you want to call it, planet, that there'd be some things like that. I'm intrigued. And also very confused. I know, try and contain your surprise. I don't want to be here, do I? Do I want to go search more of that place? Or no? What the hell am I doing? Turn your vehicle and follow Saren. Well, no shit. I mean, okay. I didn't think that that constituted disabling the security system. I guess it did. Take the vehicle? Why not? Sure.
I have spent my life studying the Protheans, but I never dreamed I would discover anything like this. This bunker might have been the last refuge of their entire species. Just imagine what mysteries it might hold. Imagine what secrets it might reveal.
Yeah, sure.
Try to remember why we're here. Saren, the conduit, the fate of the entire known galaxy.
I am sorry. I was swept up in the moment.
Look, it happens.
What are those things on the wall? Some kind of containers?
They look like stasis pods. The Protheans probably tried to keep themselves alive through cryogenic freezing. Something must have gone wrong. This bunker became their tomb. The pods are dead as well.
Oh, yeah? You think so, huh? It scared the shit out of me. I was actually really invested in the conversation, you fuckers. Okay, what happened there, Jazz? God damn it. Man, this thing is fucking janky, I gotta say. Oh, let me guess. I can't drive through that? Maybe?
I do not think Saren is behind this.
Well, don't worry. Convenient for us, there's a door.
I have studied the Protheans for decades, but I have never felt this sense of foreboding. What will we find?
Yeah, I was about to kind of get into that a little bit too. I'm gonna be honest, I feel like we're gonna come across one of them or something. But then it's like, no, because if that was the case, you know, why are you just kind of hiding out here then, right? A Vigil, huh?
You are not Prothean, but you are not machine either. This eventuality was one of many that was anticipated. This is why we sent our warning through the beacons.
Looks like some kind of VI program. Pretty badly damaged.
I do not sense the taint of indoctrination upon any of you. Unlike the other that passed recently. Perhaps there is still hope.
This is incredible. An actual Prothean VI, and I can understand it.
I have been monitoring your communications since you arrived at this facility. I have translated my output into a format you will comprehend.
That's some pretty advanced shit.
My name is Vigil. You are safe here for the moment, but that is likely to change. Soon, nowhere will be safe.
Why did you bring me here?
You must break a cycle that has continued for millions of years. But to stop it, you must understand. or you will make the same mistakes we did.
Mm-hmm.
The Citadel is the heart of your civilization and the seat of government, as it was with us, and as it has been with every civilization that came before us. But the Citadel is a trap. The station is actually an enormous mass relay, one that links to dark space, the empty void beyond the galaxy's horizon. When the Citadel relay is activated, the Reapers will pour through, and all you know will be destroyed.
Wait a minute. Okay, so that is one of the developments of all time for sure. So is that related to this conduit and stuff then? So what's fascinating to me, well, here, let me finish the conversation here before I give my thoughts.
Wipe out the council and the entire Citadel fleet in a single surprise attack.
That was our fate. Our leaders were dead before we even realized we were under attack. The Reapers seized control of the Citadel, and through it, the mass relays. Communication and transportation across our empire were crippled.
Right, yeah.
Each star system was isolated, cut off from the others. Easy prey for the Reaper fleets. Over the next decades, the Reapers systematically obliterated our people. World by world, system by system, they methodically wiped us out.
Some of you must have managed to survive.
Through the Citadel, the Reapers had access to all our records, maps, census data. Information is power, and they knew everything about us. Their fleets advanced across every settled region of the galaxy. Some worlds were utterly destroyed. Others were conquered, their populations enslaved. These indoctrinated servants became sleeper agents under Reaper control, taken in as refugees by other Protheans. They betrayed them to the machines. Within a few centuries, the Reapers had killed or enslaved every Prothean in the galaxy. They were relentless, brutal, and absolutely thorough.
I don't understand.
Yeah, so what was the point of all that? Then they just go back into hibernation or what?
Was stripped bare, harvested by the indoctrinated slaves. Everything of value, all resources, all technology was taken. Certain that all advanced organic life had been extinguished, the Reapers retreated back through the Citadel relay into dark space.
Yeah, exactly what they did.
Behind them. All evidence of the Reaper invasion had been wiped away. Only their indoctrinated slaves were left behind, abandoned. Mindless husks, no longer capable of independent thought. The indoctrinated soon starved or died of exposure. The genocide of the Protheans was complete.
What do the Reapers get out of this? Why do they keep repeating this pattern of genocide?
Yeah, I kind of wonder, it's just like, is it harvesting or something?
Unknowable. Perhaps they need slaves or resources. More likely they are driven by motives and goals organic beings cannot hope to comprehend. In the end, what does it matter? Your survival depends on stopping them, not in understanding them.
It's true. I can't argue with that part.
You said you brought me here for a reason. Tell me what I need to do.
The conduit is the key. Before the Reapers attacked, we Protheans were on the cusp of unlocking the mysteries behind mass relay technology.
Okay.
Ilos was a top-secret facility. Here, researchers worked to create a small-scale version of a mass relay, one that linked directly to the Citadel, the hub of the relay network.
The conduit is not a weapon. It is a backdoor onto the Citadel.
Okay. So I see. I'm putting some pieces together now here.
How did you manage to stay hidden?
All official records of our project were destroyed in the initial attack on the Citadel. While the Prothean Empire came crashing down, Ilos was spared.
Sure doesn't look like it.
Outside, and our facility went dark. The personnel retreated underground into these archives.
Okay.
To conserve resources, everyone was put into cryogenic stasis. I was programmed to monitor the facility and wake the staff when the danger had passed.
But
The genocide of an entire species is a long, slow process.
Yeah,
Years
okay, I
passed,
see.
Decades, centuries. The Reapers persisted. and my energy reserves were dwindling.
You should have fought.
We were a few hundred against a galactic invasion fleet. Our only hope was to remain undetected.
Yeah, I kind of see that.
To disable the life support of non-essential personnel. First support staff, then security. One by one, their pods were shut down to conserve energy. Eventually, only the stasis pods of the top scientists remained active. Even these were in danger of failing when the Reapers finally retreated back.
That's a hard process.
There were hundreds of stasis pods out there. You just shut them down? You killed them?
The thing is I kind of, like, I understand it, kind of, but that's a particularly bad process, man.
This outcome was not completely unforeseen. My actions were a result of contingency programming entered on my creation.
I bet they didn't tell the non-essential staff about the contingency.
Yeah, I was just thinking that.
When the Reapers retreated, the top researchers were still alive. My actions are the only reason any hope remains. When the researchers woke, they realized the Prothean species was doomed. There were only a dozen individuals left, far too few to sustain a viable population.
Okay.
They vowed to find some way to stop the Reapers from returning. A way to break the cycle forever. And they knew the Keepers were the key.
Aren't they under the
Keepers?
influence of the Reapers?
The Keepers are controlled by the Citadel. Before each invasion, a signal is sent through the station compelling the Keepers to activate the Citadel relay. After decades of feverish study, the scientists discovered a way to alter this signal. Using the conduit, they gained access to the Citadel and made the modifications. This time, when Sovereign sent the signal to the Citadel, the Keepers ignored it. The Reapers are trapped in dark space.
Oh, yeah. I see. Okay, that's what the Keepers. I had to think about it for a second.
Saren can use the conduit to bypass all the Citadel's external defenses.
Correct. And once inside, he can transfer control of the station to Sovereign. Sovereign will override the Citadel systems and manually open the relay. And the cycle of extinction will begin again.
Is there any way we can stop them?
There's a data file in my console. Take a copy when you go. When you reach the Citadel's master control unit, upload it to the station. It will corrupt the Citadel's security protocols and give you temporary control of the station. It might give you a chance against Sovereign.
Wait, where's the Citadel's master control unit? I've never heard of anything like that.
Through the conduit. Follow Saren. He will lead you to your destination.
That's a lot of gentlemen. That's a lot of information.
How did Sovereign get here?
It is logical to assume the Reapers would leave one of their own behind after each extinction. A sentinel to pave the way for their inevitable return. Like those in dark space, Sovereign probably spent most of the last 50,000 years in a state of hibernation. Periodically, it would wake to analyze the situation. Keeping its existence hidden, it would evaluate the state of galactic civilization. And when the time was right, it would signal the Citadel and usher in the next Reaper invasion. But this time the signal failed. The Keepers did not respond.
Right.
Sovereign's allies were trapped in the void. Alone, it was forced to try and discover what had gone wrong.
Sovereign's the largest ship in the galaxy. Why all this secrecy? Why not just attack the Citadel?
Sovereign is not invincible. Revealing its true nature would have united the forces of every organic species against it. Even a Reaper couldn't survive such odds. But the Reapers are patient. They will not rush into the unknown. Sovereign could have been planning this for centuries, moving deliberately, gathering allies. Slowly, it has assembled the pieces of the puzzle, working through agents to keep itself hidden. Saren is the most visible pawn of the Reapers, but I doubt he was the first.
That's true, and then there could even be more other than that even as well.
Confidence or desperation, I cannot say, but it is determined to reopen the portal to dark space.
Saren's got enough. of his
Okay,
stuff.
well that's, I
Grab
think
that
I got
new file and
a
let's go.
grasp of enough things
Are
here.
you sure? Who knows how much longer Vigil will be here? Even now the projection is weak. This might be our only chance to speak with it, our only link to the knowledge of the Protheans. It is the opportunity of a lifetime.
I don't know. What do you guys think? I don't. I'm not opposed to that. Sitting and having more of a conversation.
It might know something useful.
I will provide whatever information I can. My data banks, however, are limited to information directly related to stopping the Reaper invasion.
Okay, well,
What about the beacon on Eden Prime?
what else you got?
The one on Vermeer. What were they for?
At our apex, the beacons span the breadth of our empire. We use them as a single galaxy-wide network to transmit data and communications rapidly from world to world. Virtually all the beacons were destroyed during the invasion, but once the Reapers were gone, the survivors here on Ilos decided to risk sending out a message. We knew it was unlikely there were other survivors, but if there were, we wanted them to know about Ilos. We wanted to give them hope, so a message was sent across the network.
You could have exposed yourself to the Reapers.
In truth, we didn't expect any of the beacons would still function, but we had to try. If there were survivors, we had to reach them. The message was meant for our own people. It was coded so only organic beings could interpret it. We still didn't understand the power of Reaper indoctrination.
Mm-hmm.
We never realized it could lead an agent of the machines, like Saren, to this world. But it has also led you here. So perhaps we did not fail after all.
So when the Reapers created the Citadel, they created the Keepers as well?
A more likely scenario is that the Keepers were one of the early harvested civilizations. Perhaps
Oh, that's an interesting idea. I kind of figured they were just made by them as a means of kind of constructing the sequence of events, right, that they need.
They were left behind to operate and maintain the Citadel.
Right.
But the Keepers are no longer directly controlled by Sovereign or its ilk. They evolved so that they only respond to the signals emitted by the Citadel itself. When the Protheans altered the Citadel's signals, they broke Sovereign's hold over the Keepers. Now, they are completely harmless.
Sovereign must have realized that organic races were difficult to control.
A likely hypothesis. The Keepers evolved in an unanticipated direction. Non-organic servants like the Geth would be more predictable.
Mm-hmm. Okay, that's probably enough.
I've got the file. Come on.
The one you call Saren has not reached the conduit. Not yet. There is still hope if you hurry.
That was a lot more information. Okay, so whereas I didn't get the information I was kind of expecting in the conversations and stuff in the immediate beginning, I'm definitely getting a lot more while actually on the planet. So one of the things I was going to add on kind of at the beginning of the conversation there was basically the construction of things based off of the Reapers, you know, path to genocide, and like using the Keepers, basically having all of these pieces in place so that things play out within roughly a certain similar sequence that will then bring about the destruction. Like every civilization, or like multitudes of civilizations, species will come to the Citadel, discover its power with the relay system. They'll have some kind of growth and development of a society and whatnot, and interplanetary communications and explorations and all this kind of shit. Only for something that, you know, only for the Reapers to then come and wipe them all out and then start the process over again. Like, I kind of understood a lot of that as it was brought up earlier in the game. But it's interesting to me that the specifics of it, basically how that happens with the Citadel, that's kind of a twist here, I think. With the Citadel being the means of how that happens. And it's I mean, militarily it makes sense actually that you set up this system to basically have all of the functions of the society, the government, the infrastructure, the information, the technology, all that kind of stuff. The Reapers come in using this supposed, hub, as it were, that the civilization is going to be naturally gravitating towards. Destroy that, take that out first, and then kind of wipe out the survivors. It's a very methodical process, and it's very fascinating to me, this idea that these things have been planned out continuously and repeatedly. Like, that's a really interesting arc for a villain, being the Reapers, if that's the case. If I'm getting all this accurately. I can't say, I gotta be honest, the only frame of reference I have for something like this, oddly enough, is actually Halo and what the Forerunners were. I see a few parallels there as far as planning things out and having certain developments as far as organic life and certain species and then societies and things that follow it. Like, it kind of reminds me a little bit of what the Forerunners did in the Halo universe, kind of setting things up for humanity to be, you know what I mean? The Keepers of the Mantle or whatever it was.
And the Protheans were taken in by the Reapers just as we were.
Yep.
We can get there.
It's almost like it kind of reminds me, it's like a Trojan horse in a way or something. Okay. Well, that was a lot. Let's get back to let's get back to chasing his ass down now, huh? Oop, going off the rails there a little bit. Okay, is this, you telling me I just gotta stop now, probably? Maybe? Or no? Am I... Okay. I kind of didn't want to get out on foot if there was a lot of ground to cover. Let's see, is there something else here? Oh, I don't like the look of that big red dot on the radar there. Not bad at all. See, I would be, actually, this reminds me, again, with kind of the setting and the use of the Mako, I'd be much more okay with this, like, the vehicle section stuff as a device, if it was a bit more interesting. Kind of like this has been, kind of like the last couple planets have been, actually. Like, I think its introduction, its use there, for the most part, is entertaining and distinct enough to justify it. It's just when you go to all the side planets and shit, and it's just driving around a bunch of random mountains and crap, like, that got really tiresome. I don't know. I like this more. Its usage here feels more appropriate. Where in the fuck am I going?
There, the conduit.
Was that what it is? Okay.
We don't have time to admire the view. We have to get through that relay, and these Geth aren't gonna make it easy on us.
I'm not worried about that. Wait a minute. They succeeded already? There they go. Oh, shit.
Activate the defenses. Seal the station. The arms aren't moving. System's not responding. Abandon the Citadel! Evacuate the Council! Citadel Control! Citadel Control, do you copy?
Oh, fuck. 40 seconds, you don't say? Alright, okay. Did this take it from Halo, or did Halo take it from this? There's some similarities here as far as the Warthog run, I feel. No, I know, it's probably light inspiration, if even that. Oh, and there I go. Okay.
Critical failures detected across all monitored systems. Please begin emergency evacuation.
Alright. Could have been a better landing, I get it. Okay, well
We have to stop Saren.
Alright. You must have some answers here about what's going on, right? Or no? Ah, fuck. Why are you glowing? What's going on there? Okay, here we go.
The Citadel's closing. They're sealing the station.
But it doesn't matter.
The enemy ships inside the arm.
But it's too late though, right? Because the relay, that's ingenious. Yeah. Holy fuck. That is a huge ship. Okay, well, see you later. Yeah, get the fuck out of the way, bro. Oh. It's too late. God, it's really just a cool machine. Like, just the design of the ship. It's just there's something like robotic and it is a giant ship, a giant machine, but it looks so alive. Like, it has a great design. Something really cool about it. Oh fuck! I suppose everything's gonna get shut down now, huh?
Lock the elevator. Suit up. We're going outside.
That's, you don't want to fall down there. Holy shit. Jesus. Okay. Anyone else hyped up? Just me? All right. Let's go get it. How do you kind of maneuver here with this? You know, what are we doing with it exactly? Oh, some more of these guys. Okay, well, hold up. Wait a minute. Kind of forgot about all that. That makes sense if you're gonna... Might as well use all your cards here for this supposed final fight. God damn, just pushovers, a lot of them. Where you going, bitch? Huh? Who wants to fuck with me? That's even better with the low gravity. Oh my god. I fucking hope that they bring this back for the other games so much. It's so fun. Okay. Well, we closed the gap on this thing a lot faster than I thought we were gonna, actually. Just the initial glance at it, it made it seem like it was quite a distance away. A bit of a task. Oh yeah, what do we got here? Anyone average with electronics? God, I'm so fucking average at electronics. Unbelievable. Oh. What are you doing? Huh? Hey, stand up and fight. I don't understand. Where are you going? Yo, maybe take a step back. Just... Holy shit. It's kind of interesting. I mean, I've noticed this throughout the game. I just never really needed to talk about it so much. But it's interesting that there's so many different types of these guys. And it's pretty clear what they are based off of the names usually, but some of them I kind of wonder, like Destroyer versus Trooper. You know what I mean? Stuff like that. There we go. It's like a trust fall. Don't worry, I'll catch you. Where the hell is my squad, by the way? Hey, move up. Let's go. I can't be doing all the work. I mean, I can, but, you know, I don't want to. Jesus. Okay, not bad at all. Where the hell am I going? Is it down here? Oh, nice of you to spawn and teleport. Okay. Alright, this has got to be it, right? This is the final showdown. There he is. Okay, let's what's going on here now? Oh, there he. Okay, I was like, what?
I was afraid you wouldn't make it in time, Shepard.
In time for what?
The final confrontation. I think we both expected it would end like this. You've lost. You know that, don't you? In a few minutes, Sovereign will have full control of all the Citadel systems. The relay will open. The Reapers will return.
I've still got a few tricks up my sleeve.
You survived our encounter on Vermeer, but I've changed since then. Improved. Sovereign has upgraded me.
What is that supposed to mean?
Implant you? Are you insane?
I suppose I should thank you, Shepard. After Vermeer, I couldn't stop thinking about what you said. About Sovereign manipulating me. About indoctrination. The doubts began to eat away at me. Sovereign sensed my hesitation. I was implanted to strengthen my resolve. Now my doubts are gone. I believe in Sovereign completely. I understand.
That doesn't convince me that you're not indoctrinated or whatever.
Sovereign will find a place for you too.
Yeah.
Sovereign's controlling you through your implants. Don't you see that?
The relationship is symbiotic, organic and machine, intertwined, a union of flesh and steel. The strengths of both, the weaknesses of neither. I am a vision of the future, Shepard, the evolution of all organic life. This is our destiny. Join Sovereign and experience a true rebirth.
Sovereign hasn't won yet. I can stop it from taking control of the station. Step aside and the invasion will never happen.
We can't stop it, not forever. You saw the visions. You saw what happened to the Protheans. The Reapers are too powerful.
Some part of you must still realize this is wrong. You can fight this.
Maybe you're right. Maybe there is still a chance for...
Yeah, see, this is the problem now.
The implants. Sovereign is too strong. I'm sorry. It is too late for me.
I'd like to avoid a fight if I can, but
Still redeem yourself.
Goodbye, Shepard. Thank you.
that's not really what I had in mind, actually. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. I wanted to say that my mind is blown, but that's really not the most appropriate phrase. Oh no. Oh my god. Okay, let's, time is money here, Jazz. Let's go. Gotta stop all this shit.
Vigil's data file worked. I've got control of all systems.
I can't believe it.
Maybe the fleet can take Sovereign down before he regains control of the station.
See if you can open a communications channel.
The Destiny Ascension. Main drives offline. Kinetic barriers down 40%. The Council is on board. I repeat, the Council is on board.
Normandy to the Citadel. Normandy to the Citadel. Please tell me that's you, Commander.
I'm here, Joker.
We caught that distress call, Commander. I'm sitting here in the Endura sector with the entire Arcturus fleet. We can save the Ascension. Just unlock the relays around the Citadel and we'll send the cavalry in.
Are you sure about this, Shepard? Human casualties will be very high if you send your fleet in now.
This is bigger than humanity. Sovereign's a threat to every organic species in the galaxy.
The Council must be sacrificed for the greater good.
Oh no, I gotta make another decision. God damn it.
Citadel arms open up. Save the human fleet to attack Sovereign.
What's the order, Commander? Come in now to save the Ascension, or hold back?
Shit. Fuck, I don't know. Okay, I'm gonna be honest, I sat with this one for about 10 minutes trying to figure out what moral decision I wanted to make. And part of the reason, honestly, is because of this third one, which is concentrate on Sovereign. The framing of this is really odd. And I actually had to kind of look up what does this one even mean? Because like these, I understand. The concept of it is like, I can let the council die based off of, I don't know, my perception of them, which I gotta admit is very negative, personally. Or I can save them, which, as far as the purposes, I was thinking about this, and I was thinking back to the conversation with Vigil on Ilos, and I was thinking about it, I was like, well, one of the initial parameters of the Reaper's invasion was the destruction of their leaders, which is very much what this is. And like, I don't understand then if this is going to have some kind of consequence then, if that's the case, because that was kind of the precursor to the rest of the genocide, even though, even though this would be more contained in that sense, it's still the same outcome, is we kind of lose our leaders. Inept and incompetent and irritating as they may be. So that's kind of the thing. I wasn't really sure. Then I looked this one up. And this one's really weird because it's like a neutral option. But apparently it's the same thing as letting the council die. For some reason. And I don't really understand the story implications of it. But I gotta be honest, I think that this makes the most sense. I don't really understand, like, it's really weird to me. I don't know, it's this moral choice of it is really odd because personally, I'm like, fuck these guys, irritating as shit, bunch of incompetent fools, didn't believe me every single step of the way. What are they, what's it got to do with me? And then the other hand, I look at this and I say, okay, we'll save the council. Well, this is kind of the first step of the Reapers' attack and their plan, and the part of the cycle is loss of the leaders. So in that sense, I think I'm inclined to save them. I don't really know, to be perfectly honest, because at the same, like, all that being said, based off of what I'm hearing from this conversation, the council doesn't matter. this threat is right here in front of my fucking face, and it's got to be addressed. And so I don't know what either of these options have anything to do with the situation at hand. So I'm not really sure, frankly. Definitely a hard choice. But I think I'm going to go with this one. I think this just seems like the most pragmatic option. I'm not really sure if it's intended to be that or not, or if I'm reading too much or too little into these options here. But I feel like, in a sense, like, this is more immediate and has more severe implications, obviously. Whereas these things, the things I discussed with them, I think, like, this is obviously personal. And, like, I understand that this would be important in the sense of, like, a grander idea with this stopping this cycle. But again, like, that's somewhere, that's this idea that's distant. This is right here. So I'm gonna go with this option. I'm not really sure.
All our ships focusing on Sovereign, even if it means sacrificing the Council.
You're willing to sacrifice the Council? I sure hope you know what you're doing, Commander.
I trust me, I don't.
All Alliance ships, hold formation. Wait for a shot at Sovereign. Nothing else matters. I repeat, nothing else matters.
I would be fascinated to see the dialogue options and the outcomes for the other ones.
It's the Alliance. Open a comm channel. This is the Ascension. We're taking heavy damage. Guardian defenses are overwhelmed. Kinetic barriers are offline.
Commander, they closed the channel.
Oh, what? Huh. This looks gorgeous, by the way. Excellent cutscene. Well, that made it seem a lot more harsh than I was intending. Yeah, double check. I think he got him. I don't know. Okay, I respect that. That's fine.
He's dead.
Hey, look, you know what's better than 2 is 3, right? Oh, no. What? Oh, I wonder if that was the implant or something. Oh, wait, there's something else going on here. Never mind. What? Alright, who's got that fucking thing where you... Oh, it doesn't work on him. He's a little more powerful than that. Okay. Well, that was... when I saw that originally, I was like, oh, the implant, it turns him into like a bomb or something. You know what I mean? So like when if he happens to die or gets captured or something, you know what I mean? Like it's a crass but efficient tool potentially, but this is something different for sure. Ah, shit. Got reinforcements. Oh? Oh, yeah? Oh, that was... That's pretty goddamn deadly.
Negative. This is our only chance. Take that monster down no matter what the
So,
cost.
well, did my choice not even matter? They're not even gonna be able to do it. God damn it. You son of a bitch. You fuck yeah, what, he captured the fucking bullet for him? Fuck you. Get out of my way. Son of a bitch. Dude, that's a lot of lasers in your fucking skull. Jesus. Okay, almost got him. There we go. I just fucking flopped over. Well, that was something. So yeah, tell me about like how he got back up. That's probably the more disturbing part of that.
Its shields are down. Now's our chance.
Hit it with everything we got.
Hard on my flank. We're going in.
Nice.
Go!
What's up, man?
Captain Anderson, we found them. They're in here.
Take it easy. It's over. You're safe now. Where's the commander?
What? Hey, what the hell? Oh, I don't believe it. I don't believe it. There's a couple more games yet. They're okay. Thank God.
got your message, Ambassador.
Oh, that was rather abrupt.
No need to get worked up, Captain. I'd like to end this meeting with all my teeth still in place.
You should thank me for what I did. If the Normandy was still grounded, we'd all be dead right now.
I understand, Captain. You did what you had to do. That's not why you're here. We need to talk about what happened to the Council.
Commander Shepard did the right thing. We had to hold our fleet back to go after Sovereign. It was the only way.
I agree, but this also presents us with an opportunity. The Citadel fleets were decimated in the attack. Their losses have made the Alliance stronger. They can't rebuild without us. We need to take the lead in forming a new council, one with a human chairman at its head.
I didn't really think that this would... I didn't think we'd get into the politics of it, per se. I think that's... How much time has passed, right? Like, is it the next day? Seems like a little bit much. It's like jumping right in and saying, all right, now we're in charge. I'm not opposed to that, per se. My issue with the council is more that the people specifically were idiotic. I don't really give a shit whether it's the humans or a bunch of different aliens or whatever. I'm not really concerned about that. Like, I want smart people for the job. I mean, that's what it boils down to, right?
I can see the other races inviting us to join the council, but lead it? That's a whole different story.
The other species are scared. They've never faced anything like this before. They don't know what to do. They want us to step forward. They believe in us because...
Do they really want that, or are you just saying that they want that? Huh?
They're a symbol of everything good about humanity. Our courage, our strength.
The Ambassador's right. The other races look up to us now. They won't just accept our leadership. They'll welcome it.
Given everything you've done, Commander, the Alliance will want to know who you think our council chairman should be.
Oh, not you. That's...
We're about to go into war. We need someone with...
That's an easy decision.
Someone like Captain Anderson.
You make a good case. Captain, are you ready for this?
I don't know if any of us are ready for this, but I'll do what I can. So what happens now?
The Reapers are still out there. They're coming. And I'm gonna find some way to stop them.
Okay.
Shepard's right. We're headed for war with the Reapers. If we lose, it's the end of all life as we know it. We have to show the rest of the galaxy what it takes to survive. With the support of the other races, we can win this battle. With them behind us, we can stand against the Reaper's return and drive them back into dark space.
Okay. Now what? Does it set up the sequel, or... Oh, no, it sure doesn't. That's it. Huh. Fascinating. Okay. Okay, that was the end of it. I don't think that there was any after credit scenes or anything that I saw, so it just ended like that. I don't know. I'm gonna be honest, I kinda expected a little bit more of a setup. It seems like based off the dialogue, they wanted and expected another game, which is good. I kind of like that, and I expect that Mass Effect 2 in that sense will then, like, it has an idea. It wasn't just dropped out of nowhere. But on the other hand, I was kind of expecting a little bit more from Mass Effect 1 and setting that up, other than just basically like a line or two at the end from Shepard, suggesting that there's still kind of a grander threat out there. Now, with the game overall, let's kind of go through this. I think I gotta say this is probably story-wise, this is up there as one of the better games I've ever played. And I think that the crafting of it, specifically with kind of the dialogue and the characters and the options and stuff like that, is, yeah, it's largely unlike anything I've played. And most of it in that respect was unbelievably fantastic. The main events had me intrigued and engaged basically from the start. Like right away, I was like, all right, this is a universe that makes sense to me, and it has a certain depth and also scale to it, and it's intriguing on an individual level, talking with certain people, getting their thoughts, Shepard, and thus mine reaction to those things, and then also in the grander sense, right? Having like this galaxy to explore, and different mechanics as far as customization and things to look for with you know respect to weapons and gear and all that, and then the options between my own stuff and the abilities and the squad members, which for the most part I gotta say I didn't utilize I think as much as I could have, which is on me. I don't know if my experience frankly would have been too different. I mean, overall the gameplay was largely the same. It didn't matter as much what I was using other than just the fact it was stronger and more powerful. Like that was about it. But nonetheless, I think that it was a concise and easy and fun shooter. So definitely praise for that. Although that wasn't I expected that to be the thing I would be most engaged with. Honestly, as a fan of shooters. First person or third person. And it wasn't even that. It was actually just it was almost everything outside of that that was the most intriguing part for Mass Effect. And specifically, I got to point to kind of the characters and the conversations with them and their responses and reactions. They felt like real people. There was a humanity to them, even in the case where it's literally not humans and they're aliens. But they have such depth with the things that they talk about, and they're also relatable things. I mean, I kind of like poked fun at it throughout the playthrough for the the scope of the conversations with like religion and politics and government and stuff like that, and even getting into conversations with like Liara and talking about like the reproduction and structure of society with her species, and like what are the kind of the viewpoints of certain things. Like all that kind of stuff, just I didn't expect that. I kind of didn't need it. But now that I've got it, it's like, wow, I want more of that, and I hope that the other games are even half as good regarding that kind of piece, that it expands on that. And I mean, I don't know, maybe I assume we'll probably keep with our same squad to some extent. And I don't know, maybe expand on it a little bit. I'm guessing there'll be more species, and there'll be more people, and there'll be more planets and all that kind of shit in the other games. I don't know what they're going to expand upon regarding the things within Mass Effect, but the one thing I do want is the conversation piece, if that's the case. The gameplay of it was okay. I mean, it was pretty standard, in my opinion. I think the main missions themselves were fine. I thought there was an interesting kind of scope of settings and gameplay devices and boss fights and stuff like that. Like, I had a lot of fun with all that. I think the side content of it, frankly, was a little bit much. I think that the repetition of it made it kind of wear its welcome out really quickly. I don't know, like the vehicle sections, and then you go to these, like the scale of the galaxy was intriguing, and it was almost a little intimidating first, kind of opening up the map and getting into that. But then you actually go through it, and it's like, it's actually not that big of a galaxy. A lot of the planets basically devolved into reading as kind of a synopsis of it. And I don't know, I kind of wondered after a while whether it was even worth their effort to do that to some extent. And then like even the planets you can go to and actually visit, it's the same gameplay loop, which, like I said, kind of wore out its welcome after the first couple, because it was basically the planets were almost entirely the same. There wasn't a lot going on them, and even when there was, when you have like a structure or a base or an underground cave or something. They all literally looked the same. It was designed the exact same, pretty much. Which, it's kind of, at a certain point, it's kind of like, okay, why bother? So I don't know. Like that aspect, I think, was a little bit tedious and maybe even a little bit unnecessary. The bulk of the actual game, the main stuff, was fantastic. If I kind of had to point to one thing I want more of, it would be the conversations. And the one thing I want less of is probably even just the structure of the side content, making it a little bit more personalized, maybe. Like having maybe less places to go to, but the places you can go to, there's more substance to them rather than just drive around on the tank and you explore the one building on the planet and the building is the same as the other planets. You know what I mean? Like there's not really a lot going on with that. Overall, if I had to give this a rating, it'd be a 10 out of 10. This was fucking unbelievably good. This had me engaged basically the entire time. I'm actually disappointed that there's not more, but it's okay because there's more games. I can say that much at least. The only thing with Mass Effect 2 and 3 is I don't know. I thought this was a remastered collection, but I'm actually not sure if they did that with the other two games. And so I'm kind of wondering if this is going to be a situation where I play this and it looks a certain way and I maybe come to expect that, only to not get that in the following games. I guess I'm not really sure. I could just look it up quick here, but that might be the only thing that I'm going to get into Mass Effect 2 and 3, and it's going to look visually distinct and worse. I'm going to try not and let that, affect my experience with it, as long as everything else is even remotely comparable to Mass Effect 1 here. I'm not going to worry about that so much. Graphics only go so far, right? It's more about the story and gameplay devices and the characters and stuff like that, which Mass Effect did an unbelievable job with. Let me know what you guys think about this one, kind of your thoughts about the game, and if you have any comments or reactions or feedback as far as my decisions, because I did have a couple, back-to-back larger decisions regarding some of the stuff here. So I don't know. I don't know the kind of the implications of that necessarily, but obviously it meant something. A lot of them meant something, and that's different than I'm used to. And I would be curious to get feedback on what I chose and if it was the right decision or if it's something you chose as well, or whatever. So let me know what you guys' thoughts are on this one. Thanks for watching.